Does Wuthering Waves deserve the glaze that it gets? Or this game is just too hyped up? And before any Hoyo Show or Genshin defenders decide to come by and say this,
no, this game is absolutely trash. Wuthering Waves can never do this or that. Wuthering Waves make less money than Genshin, so it's automatically better. And plus, Genshin has some collabs. Have you ever had a collab with the Teletubbies? I bet you never had that.
like, bro, what? Alright, calm down, buddy. And I'm pretty sure no one's pretty hyped about that collab too, so you need to calm down. But anyways, I'm gonna just give out my full truth, my full opinion. And you might be wondering why I throw some shade about the Genshin already. Well, because it could have been better. And also another thing too, if you think I'm gonna be biased, look at this. I see that as a sign that I stuck with your game for a little bit too long than I should, even though I took a huge break on Sumeru. But you know, but that's besides the point though. If you enjoy Genshin Impact, by all means enjoy it. No one's here stopping you. Keep on doing your thing. But that's just besides the point though. Let's actually get back to this topic. Does Wuthering Waves deserve its glaze? And my simple answer is a huge yes. And the main reason why is because they do most things right for a gacha. Unlike Genshin, you have a ton of stuff that's blocked through payment, like it's Destiny 2. Like, hello? I get it, you're a gacha, but everything you have to do does not have to be paid through. And Wuthering Waves gives a perfect example for it. One big thing about it is about the exploration. And the one big thing I said about for the Genshin video, you need new characters to have your exploration enjoyable. And yes, I said enjoyable. That does not mean it's a skill issue. I don't even know how it's a skill issue too, because someone did say that too. Actually, it's a skill issue that they don't enjoy exploring. Like, how's it a skill issue? I'm the player. How? I'm supposed to enjoy my experience. And you're telling me it's a skill issue to enjoy it? That makes no sense. Anyways, I guess Wuthering Waves made it not a skill issue, I guess. You know, adding the gliding mechanic. And also for Phoebe, you're able to go and do this as well. It's like, yeah, that's something that Genshin would do. But guess what? Genshin will block that in the payment wall. Ain't that something? And what do you have to do for Phoebe? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You just had to unlock the talents. Oh, y'all have to be fuming for that. I'm sorry. And don't get the wrong idea. I'm not trying to get y'all mad or rage bait y'all, but I'm just pointing out what Genshin could have done from before, what the Waves has done and implemented to Genshin. So if anything to get mad about, it's most definitely that. Whether Waves look at Genshin and took notes like, this is something we shouldn't do. Have stuff behind paywall. Okay, don't do that. Oh, make trash events. Have interesting story. Don't get me wrong, Genshin do have some interesting story. A keyword some. You just gotta hope that Paimon don't ruin it for you, and you also gotta hope it's not a snooze fest. But that also reminds me too, what is the point of Ether or Lumine's voice actors? If I recall correctly, you don't even voice act for shit. Not that they don't voice act at all for their craftsmanship. No, that's not what I mean. But for the end game, they barely talk. It was like a race to be like, yo, I want to be the main character, which sucks for them. It really do. The only time I will see them voice actor will be in the anime, which the anime is not out yet. And on top of that, they could be replaced from someone else too, which is the sad part about everything. And you could also be like, oh, for Wuthering Waves, the main characters don't talk. They do. They don't have someone that consistently talk for them, and their voice will be extremely annoying. Like, I feel like I want to slam my head on a brick wall than listening to them multiple times. I'm sorry, it's the truth. I used to not mind playing that game for a while. Could do things to you, especially with no skip button. Get me out of there, coach. Get me out of there. And I understand if people say that, oh, my voice could be annoying, but just don't get me wrong. I heard that multiple times because of the content I do. But guess what though? I don't care. I do it for entertainment. And guess what? It works. And I'm gonna keep on doing that. Because if y'all can get entertained, that's all I really care about. And trust me, I'm thankful for people who stuck around or sit here and watch. I'm not gonna lie. It truly means a lot. But anyways, the takeaway from all that Paimon is extremely annoying. But I want to backtrack to the events too. Like I said, most of them, it'd be boring. I don't remember the last time that I played Genshin and like, yo, this event was actually fun. I don't remember actually saying that at all. Like I say, don't even try at all. And then for Wuthering Waves, at least they try for their events. And don't get me started on the hologram fights too. Yeah, it's not an event, but it is a fun thing to do. And Wuthering Waves is actually garbage. I'm not gonna lie. But they're gonna most definitely change it since most people don't even like it like that. And that's the good thing about developers. They listen. The crazier part about everything, they take accountability for what they do. Not a lot of people will try to do that, especially developers. So that's a big thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like the one time the PlayStation servers was down because of an outage, Wuthering Waves decided to feel like, oh, it's their fault when it's not. I felt bad for them for thinking that it's their fault when it really wasn't. But it shows them no matter what, they truly do care, no matter what circumstance it is. Even sadly, if it's not their fault. Then we have it over here for Genshin. The way he's just crying just for like, oh, you did spend more money. I'm so sorry, guys. We'll change the game, surely. Just take my fake teeth it for granted. I promise you that everything will be fine. I mean, everything will be fine. I mean, but not your money. You know what's the crazier part too about everything? There's players that literally ate that thing up. Like, he actually took notes from scammers, and it worked out for his favor just because this game is huge. Most people who saw that, like, yo, this is BS. Oh, people complain about your game? Oh, boo-hoo. It deserves to be complained upon, which is 1000% true. This game is not good. They don't try to fix things. They don't try to do anything. They only see one thing alone, which is your money. And guess what? People will still not care and still spend anyway. And if I'm being honest, if you keep on spending stuff on Genshin, you're not going to make it that far in life. The only exception is you're a content creator, and that's just the harsh truth. It's not even me just downplaying you out to begin with at all. No, that's most definitely not the case. But I'm saying is you could save that money or just use it for something completely different that could benefit you, or spend something that's guaranteed and less money. It's a single player game that's predatory. A ton of people said it too, for a good reason at that. And for people who say it's not predatory, those are Genshin defenders. They'll defend the game for its life. And if you're a Genshin defender and don't be like that, first off, congratulations, at least you're not being a follower. Or if you just enjoy the game just because you like it, then hey, be my guest. But like, that game is just not it. For Wuthering Waves, you can get excited for each patch. For Genshin, on the other hand, I don't know what you can get excited for, if I'm being honest. Oh, new character, cool. Anything else? Oh, that doesn't involve spending? Oh, the events won't be trash? Oh wait, it'll still be trash. Oh, crazier part for Wuthering Waves, they actually look at their surveys. For Genshin, on the other hand, they don't do anything at all. Feels like for Genshin, you have to write an essay on your wish list and hope for the best that they'll listen. The crazier part about everything, they know all the problems that people have been asking for, but guess what? They don't care. And the main proof is a recent survey. If your reading comprehension is not bad as a kindergartner, which I'm not gonna lie, some of you have worse reading and listening comprehension than kindergartners themselves. It's kind of sad. And yes, I'm just taking shots at the haters. But anyways, it's not bad as that or mine, then you will see that the problem that they ask is something they already been knew. And they're just asking for y'all for a quotation marks confirmation. Like, we all know even confirmation at this point. Y'all just sit back and laugh. And there'll be some content creators that literally be hyping it up for no reason at all, which I talked about for the last previous video as well, for our content creators just hyping things up for no apparent reason. You can also go check that out. I ain't gonna go too deep for it. All I gotta say, it's bad. Let's go wrap things up and let's go ask the same question I asked from before. Does this game deserve a glaze that it receives? And is an absolute yes. When you have a game that done something wrong and a game that does something right, it's kind of hard not to glaze the other one. Like for a prime example, Overwatch and Marvel Rivals. People will tend to praise Rivals more because of what Overwatch is. Overwatch is not that much of a good game, but it gives them a competition and makes them improve. I had another comparison, but I couldn't really think of it on top of my head. But you get the gist of it. Competition gives goods for games as well. But instead of Wuthering Waves and for Genshin, guys, you see Wuthering Waves as a competition, but instead of improving, they make it more into a predatory game. Like, isn't that the opposite thing that you want to do? But like I say, they just don't care. It's sad, but y'all gave them a paycheck every millisecond, so at the end of the day, is it really their fault? But don't worry, there's two main things their money's getting put into: the Genshin anime, which people forgotten about, but it's being made from Ufotable, so there's that, and also Teletubbies. Yes, you heard that right. Let that sink into your head. But anyways, I'm pretty sure that's the last thing I do want to say, and I don't have anything else that's on my chest or in my mind, so there's that. But anyways, I really do hope that you did enjoy this type of video. If you did enjoy it, I like, appreciate it, share, be nice. Make sure you go subscribe as well, and tell me what's your thoughts about this. Should let me know. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What's your thoughts about Wuthering Waves or Genshin? Should let me know. I'll most definitely read it and I'll reply to you. I do stream on Twitch as well, so if you want to talk to me on there as well, then be my guest. But that's besides the point though. Make sure you look out for the anime review that I have coming up for the Shangri-La Frontier, and there's also another one too. And there's one more thing for Link Click as well. So there's like 3 anime reviews. Y'all gonna be eating good. That's all I gotta say. But that's besides the point. For anything else, I really do hope y'all enjoy, and I hope to see you next time in a different video. If not, I hope you have a good life. I love y'all.